Good morning and welcome to another conversation with Mose. And as always, I pray life is treating you well wherever you are in the world and that you're one day closer to your dreams, prayers, hopes, and aspirations are coming true. Today I decided to not do a poem because I had a lot of things on my heart and on my mind that I wanted to just kind of get into it. But my subject matter for today is holding on to your dreams. And I have to be honest with you, as I always am, I've been feeling a little bit discouraged lately and really overriding those feelings of feeling like things aren't moving fast enough. And I think I've been really dealing with that for the last couple of years. But I'm proud of myself for this year, for the couple months that we've gotten into 2024. I have been motivated to just kind of go at a steady pace. You know, I've been focusing on my dreams, but not been overwhelmed with trying to get it done at faster than the speed of light kind of thing. And I may be all over the place with this particular podcast because sometimes when, you hear it in your head and the words get a little jumbled as they come out. But I'm looking at the internet and I'm seeing things on social media and I just get a little discouraged because I really do want to be successful and I do want to see my dreams come to fruition. But, on one hand, I see what quote unquote successful people become eccentric and they have all these just weird to me, and there's a trepidation that I have about success. But on the other hand, I feel like it's my right. And I don't want to hang around dream killers. I don't want to dream kill anybody else's dreams. So I get discouraged and sometimes I'm wondering, why am I even doing it? Why am I podcasting? Why am I creating? If it's not selling, if it's not caught fire yet. But I had to remind myself, why I do it. I had the fortunate pleasure of watching a Nikki Giovanni documentary yesterday that really inspired me. And this woman is like 75, I guess 77, I believe, years old. And I've been inspired by her my entire life, especially as a poet and being older now. But if she can still do it and still have a passion for it, then I can still continue to feel what I feel. And I don't want to get into complaining about the things that discourage me. I don't want to do that. I just want to remind people that we have a right to dream big dreams, to want more for our lives. And it's okay to get pissed off. It's okay to get discouraged. It's okay to get frustrated. And I do, probably more times than not. And because honestly, I feel like there's an arrogance in me now, a confidence, because I feel like certain things are beneath me. Because I've worked hard to overcome certain things. I've done everything. I've worked 3 jobs. I've gone to school. I feel like I've done the dirty work. I've gotten my hands dirty. And I'm ready for the reward. And it's frustrating because I feel like I'm looking for it every day. And then also on the other side of it, I wonder when my ship comes in or when my blessings do happen, who will I be? I pray about that. And there are a lot of things I believe that I don't want to carry with me into my success. And I feel successful now. I really do. Ironically, I feel very confident in my skills and my abilities and my gifts. It's almost like the world hasn't caught up yet. And I'm proud of the people that I've had to cut off that weren't supportive or encouraging when I needed them to be. And I keep using the word frustrated, but I guess it's bigger than that. There's a lot of resentment and things again that I don't want to carry into my success. I don't want to carry certain emotions in. And I have a lot of built up resentment and attitude that I'm it might be blocking my blessings. I'm not really sure. I mean, if you believe in that kind of stuff, if you believe that you can block your blessings. Honestly, I don't think so though. I really believe that there are people who are really trying to keep me from getting ahead. And I won't say it's white people. I won't say it's black people. I think it's just people, period, that don't want to see you do well. And for me, that's troublesome because I don't understand that way of thinking, how people can be trying to keep you in a certain space in your life. Because I'm proud of myself because I've changed so much. I've grown as a person, as a human being. And being in my 50s now, I really don't care what people think. I genuinely don't. And it comes natural for me. And I guess when I feel like people provoke me in some way, because I don't bother anybody. I literally focus on my dreams and what I'm trying to do for my life. I really don't care what other people are doing. I really don't partake in, I support other people that want to support me. I try to be encouraging, but I don't really focus on other people. My dreams are my focus, and the people I love. But sometimes I feel so drained and so exhausted, and I know you've heard me say this before. I sometimes I'm at a loss for words. I'm speechless. I find myself sitting in my car, drifting off. The light is turned green. I'm supposed to be moving, and I'm daydreaming or thinking, what is going on? And I don't know. It's difficult sometimes to really, because I'm a one-man show, and as most entrepreneurs know, it's difficult when you got to do a million things at once. I am the staff. I'm the photographer, the marketer, the secretary, the cleanup guy. And I'm good at it, but it's exhausting being that. The accountant, the banker. You really have to account for everything. Every detail is all on you. And I'm not a young man anymore. It's some days it's like, oh my God, man. You want the help. You want somebody to help you get. And, I do pray, and I pray that God aligns me with the right people that can help me get closer to my goals. Because I don't want to do everything anymore. I don't want to do 100 things, and of course I want to better my podcast. I want to have a theme song. I only want to get better, whatever I do. As a photographer, as a poet, as a screenwriter, I want to get better. I do. And I know everybody's not going to share in my vision, but I see my vision so clearly. I do. Like my black event, my black experience exhibit, I can see it in my head. I can see what I want to happen visually, the impression I want to make. And no one can take that from you. And I guess the whole point in this podcast is if you're dreaming about something, visualizing it, hang on to it for dear life. Hang on to your dreams and don't let anybody take that from you. Because again, I feel like that I'm never going to reach my goals. That it's never going to happen for me. And I don't want to say that out loud. I guess I just did, but I don't. There's a part of my spirit. And then there's a part of me feels like God's timing is perfect. And he'll know when it's the right time. I don't think anybody's keeping me. I think, again, maybe God thinks I'm not ready yet. But the world has changed so much. Honestly, it has. It's changed so drastically. The rules have changed. And I've changed. I really have. I really genuinely feel hopeful But at the same time, I'm just tired. I have to be honest, I'm really tired of fighting people, fighting circumstances, fighting situations. I just don't have it. It's hard to do both. Keeping your stress level down and not being defeated or feeling defeated that, you're not going to make it or it's not going to happen for you. But despite all that, I still love seeing other people win. I do. I really do. I love seeing other people win. I don't ever want to, and I don't feel jealousy. I still don't feel that. I feel like it's just timing. And you kind of want to know, when is it going to be your turn to shine? But the one thing I do, as I've always done in all my podcasts and what I do daily, is I continue to shine. Despite I still smile. I still make people laugh. I still enjoy the day. And the only thing that's different is I don't always feel like talking. Like when I'm in this space, I don't want to talk on the phone very much. I don't want to visit with people very much. I really want to work through this period, which means people probably think I'm being funny acting or standoffish. But I've always been that way. It's like I have to go in my cocoon to come out of it, And the only person I really like to talk to about my deep troubles is God. I talk to God the way I'm talking to you on this podcast. I'm honest, painfully honest with God about how I feel and where I am. And I don't like to take things out on the people I care about, but I know sometimes that I do. And I'm getting better with that. Getting better at dialing it down and keeping it to myself and using my gifts and transforming it into something else to actually make me feel better. And I wasn't going to do a podcast today. My computer was acting up and I was feeling frustrated. As always, my favorite word, frustrated. But I decided I needed to get it out. Sometimes you just need to say what you're feeling. And I say, hold on to your dreams. Hold on to them tightly. And protect it as if your life depended on it. Because it may. And the world's not going to come to an end if I don't make it to the finish line of my dreams. But I do want that. And everything I do is geared toward getting to the finish line, reaching that dream and seeing it come true, seeing a prayer answered. And I want to help people. I want to be in a position to help people on a bigger scale. I mean, you don't have to be rich to help people, and I know that, and I do what I can. But it's hard to give people what you don't have. It's hard to give people support when you want support. It's hard to give people money when you don't have the money. There are a lot of things I just wish I had, but I'm working toward that. And sometimes you just got to remind yourself why you do it. I love the impression. I love my legacy. I love what I am creating. Even if nobody else sees it. It's sad to say that, but it's lonely sometimes when you're the only person that really sees the big picture. And I do. And again, whether it's a movie, a documentary, a book, a song, gets me back in line. Or a loved one telling me, I believe in you, don't give up. But sometimes you have to tell yourself that. Don't give up. Get up, get up, get up. Do it. But it's not always easy. It's not. I'll be the first one to say it. And I feel like people have an impression of me when they see me online. I am confident. I'm a very confident black man. What you see, that is real. I have my insecurities. I have my doubts. But I'm confident in what I do and what I create. Very confident in it. I have a lane that I've created for myself that I'm very happy with. And am I fearful? Am I scared? All the time. All the time. And it's mixed with a whole bunch of emotions at the end of the day. It's It's emotional. It's stressful. It's everything you can think of rolled into one. But I still do it. I do it anyway. I really do. I do it anyway. And sometimes I feel like I'm so bottled up with so much energy that there's nowhere for it to go. And that's probably the biggest issue I have. I have so much energy that I want to use for my business, not for somebody else's. I'm so tired of giving other people my energy, my time. I resent it. I do. I like my time to do what I want to do for me, for my business, for my livelihood. I don't want to give somebody else my time. I said it out loud. There I go. I said it. I don't like giving people my time. And I don't believe anyone's going to ever pay me for what I'm worth. I don't. I believe in making money. I don't think money is a bad thing. But looking at the big picture, I'm not looking for somebody to all of a sudden want to reward me. I just don't see that. I'm not built for corporate America. I'm not wired that way. And it's been challenging for me, but I can say that out loud. And I'm sure there's somebody that feels the same way. And like they say, do what you love and you'll never work a day in your life. And even with podcasting, I know a lot of people are monetizing and, making money from their podcasts. I haven't made any money from my podcast. Matter of fact, I spend money on creating podcasts. And I'm being honest. I think I enjoy podcasting though. It's like having a diary, but you're vocalizing instead of writing it. And I enjoy it. And I know somebody's listening. I do have people that are actually listening to what I'm saying. But I haven't made any money I'm learning about monetizing and algorithms. And it's my hope that eventually I will make money from my podcast and from the things that I do online. I have a YouTube page as well. Facebook, Instagram, all of that, TikTok. And you hope one day that your stuff will catch fire and, go global or viral, as they say. But I have to say that, again, this was kind of a venting session also, giving me a chance to just kind of say some things out loud because I didn't want to carry it around. And I always want to pride myself, no matter where my podcast or life takes me, that I'm going to be honest with you where I am, and that even people fall down and have to get back up and get, again, discouraged and taken off their path. But I say own those feelings. Get past them, own them, work through them. And sometimes you do have to kind of disconnect from people to say, you know what, let me work on this for a minute. And they may not understand, but hopefully the people that love you and care will understand. But I am confident. I think more confident than I've ever been in my entire life. So confident that you wish you could just quit your job and just do it full time. Just do what you love and let the chips fall. And to be honest, that's what I'm working toward. I'm working toward that by any means necessary. And I want the rest of my life, the rest of my days to be doing what I love. And that's what I'm working toward. And that's why I say, for somebody that's out there getting discouraged, defeated, feeling hopeless, hang on to your dreams. If you have a mustard seed of faith in your dream, if you believe in it just a smidgen, then hang on to that. Hang on to that, because sometimes that's all you need. Because that's what I do. Every single day, I do something for my business, something for my goal, something, even if it's something small. So I say to you, don't be discouraged. And as always, I pray life is treating you well, wherever you are in the world, and that you're one day closer to your dreams and prayers coming true. Thank you for listening. Genuinely, thank you for listening.